that good soul music, now use it. And let Jay prove it, just lose it. With everything you do, just know she got your back, yo. And she'll even make you laugh show after show. She got the vibe that'll make you ride top down. And if you got a couple pounds, she'll be around. Justified madness.
What's up? What's happening? It's your girl J1 Yvette, and you are tuned in to the special spoken word / SoundOff Saturday edition of Justified Madness. Now, I started off with new music from Robin Thicke. Yeah, I know what y'all are thinking. It's Black Music Month, but honey child, let me tell you, listen to these lyrics. This man is talking about black women, okay? And hey, Blue Eyed Soul, it's still a form of black music, so let's give this brother his props. That song is awesome, and it's called Look Easy. If you haven't checked out the video, definitely check it out. Really good music. I gotta give a brother his props on that single. Look Easy from Robin Thicke. Get into it. Now, I got some spoken word coming up from Kalani, from Jill Scott, a little throwback from Jill Scott, and also a little bit of spoken word from yours truly. So stay with me. We'll have some fun tonight. But I'm starting off with a sound off. You know, it's graduation season, and there was a high school graduation that I read about that when I read the article, it made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. And let me tell you why. In this diverse school population, 2 black students actually earned the top honors of graduation, valedictorian and salutatorian. And in a what the bleep moment, we had Caucasian parents who were calling the school upset. Yes, they were upset. They felt that it was unfair. They wanted a recount. You know, this whole 2020 election syndrome has really, got the white fragility on edge. Now, I don't know what kind of recount they wanted, because if you know anything about it, valedictorian and salutatorian are given based on grade point average and effort during their high school years. So what, are you just supposed to give it to a white kid because, Karen and Ken can't handle the fact that their kid didn't make it to the top of the class and a black kid did? Like, what is that? What is really going on in this country? And it's just some of the things that I see going on. A lot of us can just kind of look the other way, but this whole idea that we just cannot accept reality as it is, and we are just, there are people that are just going to do the most to make it what they want it, even if that's not the case. Come on, y'all. It really needs to stop. Too many people screaming in people's faces and throwing tantrums because, I'm a patriot and I'm strong and I'm this and I'm that, but I can't wear a piece of cloth over my nose and mouth to protect myself and the people around me from a virus that has killed 600,000 people in this country. So, instead of having an attitude and throwing fits, why not just do your part in helping to stop the spread and be thankful that you or your family are not among the 600,000? Just something to think about. So anyway, I know I kind of went all over the place with that, but the bottom line is this whole idea of, things didn't turn out the way I wanted, so I'm going to throw a fit to have my way. Grow up, people. Grow up. This is why participation trophies are not a good thing, because when you get out into the real world and you have to handle the fact that your things are not always going to go the way you want them to, there are a lot of people that just can't seem to adjust to that. So the African American students had the best grade point averages and they earned those spots. Get over it. If you don't like the fact that your kid didn't make it, oh well. Get over it. Be happy and thankful that your kid is graduating from high school. Don't try to force the school to give them honors that they didn't earn. That's not how life works. And then you're going to have kids that get out into the world and realize, hey, I'm not always going to get the job I want. I'm not, always going to have everything exactly how I want it. What are they going to do? Keep running home to mom and dad to make people give them what they want? That's just crazy and completely unrealistic. So, Karens and Kens out there, please just, get a handle on it. The rest of us are just trying to live. And speaking of people who can't accept reality, what in the world is going on with these cyber ninja people handling voting machines and ballots that they have no friggin' business having their hands on? The votes were counted and recounted and certified. You cannot relitigate the 2020 election, which, by the way, was litigated in over 60 courts, and every single judge said the results are what they are. Joe Biden is your president. Build a bridge and get over it. If you don't like the way, that's how elections work. You get out, you vote, and sometimes your preferred candidate wins, sometimes they don't. You didn't see Democrats storming the Capitol when Hillary Clinton didn't win the Electoral College in 2016. We didn't see, people, getting conspiracy theorists to recount votes, because things didn't go the way we wanted them to. Like, this is ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. And, at the end of the day, when it comes to the election stuff, this is something that we can't really just sit on our hands with. We have to hold our elected officials' feet to the fire on this. Because if we don't, we're going to end up in a situation where you've got Republican lawmakers that are basically trying to rewrite the law so that your votes don't count. If they lose an election, they're really trying to bend the law so that they can throw out a vote that they don't like. And that's not acceptable. Absolutely not acceptable. So, yeah, that was a long rant, but I had a lot to get off my chest on that one. Whoo, Lord. So, before I go on, I want to send a shout out to my girl, Tracy, who actually kind of opened the door to that conversation. And we actually had a conversation about that earlier. And there were some points that, we discussed that I kind of wanted to get out there. So I'm glad I got that off my chest. Now let's get into some spoken word. I've got two back to back for you. The first is from Kalani from her album, and also I got a little throwback deaf poetry jam from Jill Scott. So let's get into it. You're tuned into Justified Madness with your girl J1 Yvette.
My condolences to anyone.
The sky ain't a ceiling at all.
What's up, what's happening? It's your girl J1 Yvette, taking a pause for the cause to let you know what's new in music and movies this week. New singles dropping this week. Bad Bunny is back with a single called Yonaguni. Billie Eilish has a new single called Lost Cause. Boy George is back, y'all. His new single is called The Best Thing Since Sliced Bread. Her has a new single called Change from the Netflix series We the People. And Yo Gotti featuring The Baby have a new single called Drop. Now, albums dropping this week. Liz Phair has a new album called Soberish. And Green Tea Ping has a new album called Man Made. Now, if you want a list of all the new music dropping this week, go to officialcharts.com and click on new releases. Opening at the movies and on demand this week, Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway. In this sequel, the lovable rogue is back. B. Thomas and the Rabbits have created a makeshift family But despite his best efforts, Peter can't seem to shake his mischievous reputation. Adventuring out of the garden, Peter finds himself in a world where his mischief is appreciated. But when his family risks everything to come looking for him, Peter must figure out what kind of bunny he wants to be. Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway, stars James Corden, Margot Robbie, and Elizabeth Debicki. Now, if theaters aren't open yet where you live, or if you're just not ready to head for the movies just yet, now is a good time to try out Paramount Plus. The most captivating stories and experiences are on Paramount Plus. Thousands of episodes, live TV, and exclusive originals all in one place. Try 1 month free and watch on your devices, including your phone, tablet, or Amazon Fire TV stick. Go to ParamountPlus.com now to start your free trial. Now that's enough of me going on about that. Let's get back to the music, shall we? You're tuned in to Justified Madness with your girl J1 Yvette. From hip hop to K-pop, your girl J1 Yvette's got you covered. You're tuned in to Justified Madness on Blog Talk Radio.
1, 2, 3, 4. Who y'all came to see tonight?
This with your girl J1 Yvette. We're gonna keep the party going, okay? Let's keep it moving. Now, I do have one more sound off, but this is a good one. And I promise you it won't be as long. I just want to say, just send major love out to all my family, my twamly, all my friends and fam. I just want to say, I love y'all. Much love to you. I take time to say that because you know what? Life is short and we don't want to wait. We don't want to take anything for granted. So I don't want to take a moment for granted. And I want to encourage all of you, if you have some relationships that are broken, try to fix them. I'm not saying that you should let toxic people run over you. That's a whole other show. But you know what? You gotta learn how to sometimes love from a distance, but still love. That's at the end of the day, that's the important thing. I know all of y'all aren't Bible scholars or very religious, but I do want to say one thing that I try to remind people when I hear debates about religion or whatever. At the end of the day, the greatest commandment that Jesus gave is love thy neighbor as thyself. And I think, you know, if you don't get anything else out of the book, you can debate every other point, but that is one point that cannot be debated. And if more of us live by that principle of showing love instead of being so competitive and you know, that whole crabs in a barrel kind of mentality we develop, and you know, we want to hate instead of congratulating and doing our own thing. Let's leave that back in 2020 somewhere, you know. Let's move on and just show love and embrace one another and see just how much better life will be. And on that note, I want to send a quick programming note. I will be back on the air tomorrow night for my Sunday inspiration edition of Justified Madness. And also, I'm here every Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday night on Blog Talk at blogtalkradio.com/Justified Madness. And again, that's 11 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Now, you can also follow me on Spreaker, SPREAKER.com/user/J1 Yvette. That's JWANYVETTE and the number 1. So you can catch up with all the past episodes there. And also make sure you're following me on the Twitter at J1Yvette1. And I'm also on TikTok and Instagram at Justified Madness 31. And I got to send a shout out to my promo team, Team J1 Yvette. That's headed up by my girls Alex, Amina, and Tracy. You can follow them on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and I'm missing something. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter. That's it, at Team J1 Yvette. Now, before I go, I got to send a shout out to my big papa Ellis, my big sis Debbie Deb, all my family. all my young nation, and last but never ever least, my baby girl Jessie. You know her as Jessie James, and you hear her at the top of the hour every Wednesday and Saturday night right here on Justified Madness. Get into it. Alrighty, now let's get into some more music as well as my poem that I wrote for Prince, and it's called For the Beautiful One. And also I wanted to share that with you again this week since it is the week of Prince's birthday, and definitely want to celebrate him. Thank you. God bless you. I will see you tomorrow night at 11 p.m. right here on Justified Madness with your girl, J1 Yvette. This is a piece that I wrote for Prince. It's called For the Beautiful One, and it was penned on May 9th, 2016. Purple teardrops fall as the music touches my soul. We never met in this life, but your soul speaks to mine. You made music for every mood. Your purple rain made us dance, made us laugh, made us cry, made us think. I remember 17 days each summer I wanted to drive a little red Corvette and don a raspberry beret, but it was deeper than that. You reminded us that next time we march, we got to kick down the door. Let's go crazy, start a controversy on the outside, but shake up the system when the spotlight dims by giving to the global community, lending help when there are no cameras present, giving wisdom about the things that others would keep silent about. They call you a musician, an artist, a musical genius, a humanitarian, one who was ahead of his time, and all these are true. You touched millions around the world, and your light will shine brightly many souls after your departure from this world. Your light is too bright to be dimmed. You gave us your best, and now God has taken you home for your heavenly rest. Rest well, Prince Rogers Nelson. May your light continue to shine on forever.
Yo, what's up? This is John O.
This is Priest Forever.
And we are
the Gecko Brothers.
And right now, you're listening to Justified Madness.
Yes, so make sure you listen every time it's on the air. That's what's up.
And stay gecko.
You know what I mean?
Let's go back to a time when we just let go, just had to have some fun. When the weekend comes, leave your troubles at home and dance till we see the sun. Everybody put your hands in the air, we got a party over here, ain't nothing over there. Gonna dance till we see the sun, we're just here to have some fun, yeah. Old school vibe, no drama, gonna party until tomorrow. No negativity, only positive vibes. Gonna celebrate light till the morning light.
I moonwalk on the beat like Michael Jackson, and when I'm on the mic, it's time for action. No relaxing, just satisfaction. You take the flow out, I put it back in.
Now that I got your attention, let me see you move. Just push those chairs to the side. Forget about your problems, leave all drama at the door, and just come inside. Everybody put your hands in the air, we got a party over here, ain't nothing over there. Gonna dance till we see the sun, we're just here to have some fun, yeah. Old school vibe, no drama, no drama. Gonna party until tomorrow. No negativity, only positive vibes. Gonna celebrate life till the morning. Everybody celebrate life. Old school vibe, no drama, no drama. Gonna party until tomorrow. Party until. No negativity, only positive vibes. Gonna celebrate life till the morning. Come on, come on. Everybody put your hands in the air, we got a party over here, ain't nothing over there. Gonna dance till we see the sun, we're just here to have some fun, yeah. Old school vibe, no drama, no drama. Gonna party until tomorrow. Party until. No negativity, only positive vibes. Gonna celebrate life. Come on, come on, yeah. Come on. Old school vibe, no drama, no drama. Gonna party until tomorrow. Party until tomorrow.